Hi, folks, and welcome to the Under-12 final of the Robbie International Soccer Tournament. I'm Scott Gramble, along with my broadcast partner, Helen Stumbas. And it's Oakville taking on North Scarborough. This should be an excellent matchup in the final here. Under-12 boys, as we mentioned. They've played each other 9 times in 3 years. 3-3-3. Perfect matchup.
Well, it should be a great matchup. That's about as close as you can get. 3 wins, 3 losses, 3 ties for each team. So it should be a great final. Now,
they played once this year. 1-0. Oakville wins in the Ontario Cup preliminary. So this is going to be a fantastic final. Stay tuned.
Some people think that cystic fibrosis just makes it hard for kids to breathe. We could live with that. The truth is, CF is slowly shutting down my daughter's lungs and choking off her life. Imagine watching your child live like that and die like that. But today, your help is leading to great discoveries and finally giving me real hope. Please don't let CF take Cassandra away from me. You can help keep us together for life.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams adjust to the weather. It just started raining, so the field surface is going to be a little bit slick. They have to definitely get their body behind the ball when they're receiving it, especially the goalkeepers. It's going to slide a lot when these players take some shots. And if I was a player out there, I'd be taking shots from far out because you never know what happens in this kind of weather.
And these teams should be very familiar with the wet surface. It's been raining in Ontario for the last 2 months straight practically, so they're used to the slick conditions, I'm sure.
Yes, it's definitely been a rainy season here.
Oakville, the under-12 team, one of the strongest teams in Ontario. As we mentioned, they beat North Scarborough 1-0 in the Ontario Cup preliminary round. Oakville pushing it up. Junior Joliet with a good defensive play by North Scarborough. Joliet with the move and the turn. He's showing some speed, but excellent defensive work there by Matthew Singleton.
And a great little touch there. Nice little touch by Junior Joliet. Nice little turn. Just couldn't get past the defender.
Oakville throw in. But North Scarborough clear it. And then advance it up the right-hand side. This is a good run here by North Scarborough. They've got a break. Elects to shoot, and a great save.
Oh, what a great save by the keeper. Good run. Keeper comes out well, takes the angle away, and saves the ball and puts it out for a corner kick.
Brendan Fazio with a beautiful save there, and it is a corner kick.
Great run by Farrier Scott. Got by the defender, outpaced him, and the keeper came out and made a great save on that.
He had an opportunity either to shoot it or pass it, elected to shoot, and it was a great save by the Oakville keeper. Here we go for the corner kick.
So far, these teams looking pretty evenly matched, Scott. They've been up and down the field a couple times. Looks like it's going to be an exciting match.
A lot of people thought when they saw each other and met each other in the Ontario Cup that would really was a preview of the Ontario Cup final, because they really are 2 of the best under-12 teams in Ontario. Unfortunately, they met at such an early time, eliminating the North Scarborough team.
You know, that's unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. It's just a draw for the Ontario Cup, and sometimes you get the 2 best teams in the first round playing each other, and that's obviously probably the case here, and unfortunate for Scarborough.
Oakville advancing it, but a great defensive play by North Scarborough. Matthew Singleton with a nice sweep there.
Matthew Singleton doing a good job cleaning up the back. He's got some pace on him, so it's going to be tough for those Oakville strikers to bypass him.
Nice touch there, but Referee assistant calling it offside.
That was a nice little outside of the foot flick by Hoylett. It's actually a very tough skill, and it's nice to see kids at this age being able to do something so difficult.
The slick surface is also affecting the ball and the throw-ins. I noticed, Helen, the ball slipping from their fingers, so both teams are going to have to watch that.
Oh, that's going to be tough. You know, that ball is slick, and when it gets wet, it just slips by your fingers. Going to have to grasp it a little bit harder, probably just be a little bit more careful, probably not take as long throw-ins.
Jordan Webb doing the duties for North Scarborough. It's put into touch once again.
Must be a good rivalry out there. I know when I played, usually the teams you played the most and you were so competitive with, those are the teams you just have the biggest rivalries with. And I'm sure these two teams are out to win this game and to play a tough game and compete.
Really no surprises in this game for both teams. As we mentioned, they've played each other so many times over the years. North Scarborough control. Oakville touch it up, but there's the wet surface that we talked about. That's going to affect the play entirely, the entire 90 minutes.
And Oakville looks like they're playing offside trap. They're moving up quite quickly, and Scarborough's been caught a couple times on it. And there's one instance right there. The Oakville defense moving up, and the Scarborough attack probably not moving up as quickly as the Oakville defense, so they were caught offside.
Go Oakville! Go Oakville!
Seems to be the target man for the Oakville attack.
Matt Bandy with the throw-in. Gavin Russell. The move, and there's Junior. Junior touches it ahead. Oh.
That was almost a deflection right into the net. That would have scared me if I was the keeper, because he really had no chance on that one.
Daniel Del Casa is in between the pipes for North Scarborough, with Matthew Singleton taking care of the goal kicks for North Scarborough. Touch ahead for North Scarborough, but ball sent up the left-hand side. Good defending there by Brandon Blackwood, but not cleared. Christopher Badur. Dane Ferrier with a shot and the goal. North Scarborough up 1-0 quickly in the first half of the under-12 boys final. That was a beautiful play, beautiful shot by Dane Ferrier.
Scott, that was a great strike. Really, the keeper had absolutely no chance. He picked the corner and just blasted it in.
Let's check out the replay.
Nice little touch there.
Kyle Wolford with a nice touch. And a lovely strike right into the corner.
No mistake there. Just placed it right in the corner.
Ferrier
with a lot
makes
of
it
pace.
1-0. That was a great example of just taking advantage of time and space and then pushing it right into the corner. Goalie had no chance on this slick surface. But Oakville come right back. They punch it in. But Daniel Del Casa easily handles that. Another nice defensive play by Matthew Singleton.
Scored by number 11,
Scarborough must be happy with that one up so far. Probably came out here knowing that they lost their last game to Oakville, came out a little stronger, a little tougher, and as a result are up 1-0 now.
Singleton with the miss, but effectively pushed out, but Oakville continue to come back. North Scarborough retaining possession, but nice defensive play there by Junior Holliott. Scarborough push it up the left side and continue with possession with the throw in.
Scarborough defense looks quite strong back there, Scott. It's going to be tough for that Oakville attack to penetrate. They've got speed, they've got pace, and they've got some skill as well.
And it's pushed into touch. Jordan Webb with the throw in for North Scarborough. Oakville get possession. But North Scarborough advancing. Good defensive play there. And they push it wide. Oakville's Tremaine Leach. But once again, it's Matthew Singleton with a good defensive play.
No, Oakville almost got caught there. They were trying to push up for the offside trap, and Scarborough, if they would have popped it through, might have gotten a breakaway. Sometimes when you're playing an offside trap, it's tough. If you don't move up all together and at the right time, you can get caught, and it's an easy way to counterattack.
It looks like number 11, Dane Ferrier, the goal scorer, is going to be doing a lot of work in the finals here today, and he's going to actually doing a lot of good work in the finals. And here's a run right now, but that was pushed way too far ahead and should be easily handled by Brandon DeFazio.
Yeah, Ferrier seems to be the key player up top. He's got the speed, he's got obviously the skill, and he's going to be using it today.
Junior Holliott doing some nice work on the side. He's a little smaller than the defenders back there, but he's got some nice pace and he's got some nice moves, Helen.
Oh, he's got some nice moves, and he's got a really nice touch on the ball. If you watch him, he uses the outside of his foot quite well. It's something that you don't see a lot of players using at this age. And there's an example of the ball slipping through the hands that we said earlier.
It was unfortunate for Matt Bandy there. The ball is given to North Scarborough.
Annual Robbie NHL Celebrity Game. It will be played right here at Birchmount Stadium.
Oakville with the throw in.
Time is 3 p.m. The following celebrities will be playing.
Flowing move here, but well defended by Oakville. A nice strength shown in the middle. Magnus Lung pushes it wide. Che Gray.
Also the former Commonwealth and Canadian welterweight boxing champion, Donovan Boucher. Some of the other celebrities.
Oakville doing some nice defensive work there, not allowing North Scarborough in, and then they advance on their attack.
Geraldine Heaney will be with us from the Canadian.
They punch it wide left, and then push it in the middle. There's a touch in there, and there's a chance here, but it's a well-timed play by Daniel Del Casa in the net. No troubles there for him. Beautiful play by Lung there to flick it on. And that's a nice little touch as well by the goal scorer Ferrier, but he can't quite connect. And it's pushed out by the Oakville team. And here's the speed that we've talked about. That's Junior Holliott, and it's a nice sweeping job there by Aaron Booth to come back and help out his defensive partner Matthew Singleton, and it will go for a corner.
So far, I think Hoylett's done a great job up front. He made a nice little move, cut outside, and as you said, the sweeper came around and cleaned that up, but some good skill on Hoylett. So far, I'm impressed with both teams having a lot of skill, playing very disciplined soccer.
Matt Bandy with the corner kick. Not a bad corner. And that's in. A beautifully taken corner. And Oakville quickly is up, tying them 1-1 with a beautiful play. And Gavin Russell really enjoyed that one. An excellent finish. Perfectly positioned in the middle of the box, Helen.
Oh, that was a great finish, but like to see what happens. Let's take a look at it.
It's Matt Bandy with the nice corner here, Helen.
Good corner. And in the 6-yard box. You think the keeper should have been up for that, but it's a good job getting on the end of that.
And Gavin Russell makes it 1-1 in this under-12 boys final at the Robbie International.
Well, it's going to be a match now. It's nice to see the game tied up. It makes for a more interesting final. Russell obviously happy with that goal as he slid along the grass.
Proud to be an Oakville Red Devil as well.
Oakville goal scored by number 8, Russell Gavin. 15.
Brandon Blackwood
Scores now.
loses possession there to Lung. Lung punches it wide, but nobody there for North Scarborough. Scarborough up the right side, but it's gathered up nicely by the Oakville defense.
Nice to see a team this age playing such disciplined soccer, Scott. They move up as a unit, and if you look at them, they're positioned so well on the field. They're not bunching, and at this age group, it's something that you don't see very often. So obviously a very well-coached, well-disciplined team.
Nice play there by North Scarborough. Magnus Lung with the attempt, but right at the keeper.
Just didn't get enough on that one, Scott. Looked like he just might have connected feet at first with the Oakville defender.
Nice attempt there by Oakville, but again, excellent defending. And North Scarborough win the free kick. Matthew Singleton, as usual, take all the free kicks from this position for North Scarborough. Some nice control there by our goal scorer, Ferrier, and he pushes it wide left, but just a little bit too much on the slick surface for number 17, Kyle Wolford, to actually control it, so it's Oakville's throw-in.
Probably should have tried to slot that on the other side of the defender in that play. Probably what he's attempting, but on this kind of surface, you never know how the ball is going to spin before you hit it.
Flick on by Oakville. North Scarborough retain possession and get the throw in. Quickly taken by North Scarborough. Attempted clearing. Oh, that's a beautiful ball by Ferrier. And that's a fantastic save by Brandon DeFazio.
You know what, Scott? That was just a great play by Scarborough to get that attack off. Very unselfish attempt. And a good job by the keeper and the defender for the Oakville squad getting that out. What a great attempt each way.
It's a beautiful touch by Ferrier to Che Gray, but Brandon DeFazio was there. Long-range shot that will not trouble DeFazio.
Taking advantage of that 6-second rule, moving up as fast as possible.
Ball's punched ahead, but Singleton is there.
Singleton very steady at back, does a good job sweeping and cleaning up after his defenders.
Robbie Tournament would like to thank the following major sponsors for supporting
North
the
Scarborough with the
tournament.
throw in.
Adidas, ING
Oakville take
Direct,
possession.
McDonald's Restaurants, CSTT,
And if he gets lucky here, he'll keep that ball in play, and he does.
Travel and Tours,
And it's Oakville ball into touch.
And that was lucky keeping that ball in play. I'm surprised with the slick grass, it just didn't slide right out.
There's Oakville, but a beautiful block there. Nice defensive play. And a long-range shot that shouldn't have any trouble for Daniel Docasa.
Yeah, that was pretty far out, so if you're going to strike one from there, it's got to be a powerful one.
Singleton with a miss, and then a beautiful cover-up, and he wins the free kick there. There's a classic example of the wet surface affecting the play, Helen.
Oh, most definitely, and that's going to happen the entire game. Singleton, though, looks pretty steady out there. Looks like he's got things under control.
Ferrier attempts to control it, but can't, so it's Oakville.
Looked like a pretty close call on that one.
Referee called it offside. Seems Oakville using the long ball more than North Scarborough so far today.
Most definitely. I'd say Scarborough looks like they're playing a nice simple passing game. Close 10-yard touches, and Oakville playing a longer ball game. And in this kind of weather, it's hard to say which one's more effective. I guess we'll see by the end of the game.
Absolutely. Here we go with Oakville. They advance it, but it's been called offside by the referee's assistant. Although the referee has awarded a free kick for Oakville.
I really don't know what that call was, Scott.
Oakville. An attempted, I wasn't sure if that was a cross or a shot, but Docasa was there.
From that angle, probably he was trying to attempt a cross, but should have brought it back a little bit, put it towards the keeper. When you're crossing from that angle, you want to pull it back away from the keeper.
Jordan Webb taking the duties, throw-in duties for North Scarborough. There's Lung, sees the men open, tries to hit Che Gray, but defensively Oakville is there.
Probably wasn't his best option, should have just popped it wide, had an open man coming out the right-hand side. Tried to slot it through the defender, but the defender was on the right side of his attacker, so probably should have just popped it wide, and it would have been a much easier, more appropriate play at that point in time.
Action shots out, and if you so desire, you may purchase your child's picture.
There's Lung. North Scarborough attacking, but there's three Oakville players around the ball. And it looked like there were about 5 North Scarborough players offside on that particular play.
Well, that's the offside trap Oakville's playing, and so far it's working. Looks like they're doing a good job. Obviously, practice this because an offside trap takes a lot of practice, a lot of organization. Every single player has to be on key. Sweeper's in charge. Everybody's got to listen to him, and they obviously have that down packed.
Oakville retain possession. North Scarborough take it now. Che Gray with a nice ball through. Ferrier just can't get on the end of it, so Oakville takes possession and punches it up the left-hand side. Quickly taken, throw in by North Scarborough. Ferrier with a nice move. Scrappy game out there so far.
Well, as you see, the field's getting more wet as the game goes on, and you can see that the players are slipping more and more. Probably have their multi-studs on. Should be wearing 6 studs in this kind of weather, but maybe weren't expecting this today. It just started raining right before this game started. And again, offside. Well, it won't be called offside because it went out, but you can see how the Oakville defense moved up really quickly there.
Lots of possession change in this game so far, mostly because of the weather and the slick conditions, as we've mentioned. So,
to be expected in a game like this, Scott. Both teams are hungry. Both teams are going in hard, and when you've got slick conditions, it's going to result in the loss of possession many times.
Throw in now for Oakville. 1-1 in the under-12 final. Still in the first half. No problem for De La Casa. But a nice move there by Oakville to take possession, and another great defensive play by North Scarborough as they advance it up. They punch it through the middle. The Oakville keeper's there. Boy, he thought the ball was getting to him a lot quicker than that. It died on him.
I would have thought so too, but it was slowing down rather quickly, and he had to actually move off of his line, out of his box, and kick that one away. Looked a little uncertain at first.
Singleton putting it back to De La Casa, who clears it, but not well enough. And there's Junior Holiot showing great hustle and determination. Matt Bandy taking a little bit of a fall there, and he wins the corner kick.
Nice little attempt by Oakville on that play. Hoylett just probably a little bit outpaced on that run.
Matt Bandy with another good corner. Well taken there by Oakville, but De La Casa is there. They punch it wide to Matt Bandy. And number 9 was called Jesse Swain.
You know, McLean.
Make that Jordan Webb, I apologize.
McLean did really well on that corner to get on the end of it. It's so hard to connect on the first time, and he did. Connected well.
That's the way, Oakville! Go wait! Okay, guys. Go, Rick,
Matt Bandy taking over. There's the throw in. Looks like there's going to be a lineup change possibly. And the new Oakville player comes in, so the game continues. Matt Bandy with the throw in.
Substitution for Oakville.
Well defended by North Scarborough.
Number 9.
Ferrier with the ball now. He knows what to do with it. He punches it wide right. But Oakville is there. And a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge that the referee calls in the favor of Oakville.
Oakville doing a good job staying on his man, marking his man as he ran. Didn't lose sight of him, and as a result, one possession of that ball.
There's long with possession for North Scarborough in the middle. Takes a look up and then punches it. And he's hoping to use the speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having electrical
North Scarborough throw in.
clock. We'll try and keep you informed of the unofficial time.
There's a battle there. Referee says play on. Perhaps he actually made that call, which is a good call. Oakville did lose possession on that, so it was a good call to stop the play and have Brandon Fazio take the free kick.
So we're playing 2 35-minute halves in this game. Scott should be tiring. They've just played 5 games all weekend. This is the final one. Their preliminary games being 2 25-minute halves. 2 35s is challenging, and it looks like this half's getting close to the end, I would assume.
Well, as you mentioned, both teams have played 5 times. Oakville has lost one of those games. And North Scarborough have been undefeated in the competition thus far as Oakville advance and then are awarded with the throw-in. Scarborough defending well. And it was Ferrier that was putting pressure on the defense there, and they really know that he's the strike force out there that they're concentrating on, Helen.
Yes, and he's done a good job, not only moving forward, but also knocking balls off. He seems to be not only a skillful player, but he's very smart. He sees the play well, and he sees his players moving off the ball as well. He does a good job of knocking off balls to them as well.
He's quite big for under 12 too, so he's using his wide frame. Yep. Oakville with a pretty decent toss, actually. Matt Bandy pushes it back to the defenders. to punch it wide and called offside.
Scarborough obviously doing their share of an offside trap there as well. Both teams obviously very familiar with their styles, so they've kind of adjusted to it.
Singleton with a free kick. But Oakville's there to clean up. Matt Bandy couldn't get control of that, so Lung wins it for North Scarborough. They punch it to the right.
And that's a great switch. You don't see teams under 12. And there's the offside trap again. You don't see teams at this age playing such smart soccer, taking the ball from one side to the other, trying to switch the play and create another attack from the other side. Just a very, very well-coached team.
You mentioned that before about the both coaches, though, are just from Oakville and North Scarborough. They're just excellent. They know how to teach the kids the proper techniques of soccer, and it's been proven year in and year out with these teams. Lung with possession, and does a beautiful job of pushing it up. And there's a foot race now, and a tackle, and the referee does call it just outside the box, and that was the proper call, just outside the box.
Definitely a good call, and perhaps as we would call it, a professional foul at that point, almost on a breakaway, and stopped him and gave him a free kick, but you never know what would have happened if he would have gotten through.
Well, it was a great ball by Magnus Lung, and some fantastic running by Kyle Wolford. And it looks like Lung is going to take control of this free kick. And at this spot, he should be taking a shot on net.
Almost definitely.
And there it is! Magnus Lung, just as we mentioned, he should be shooting on net. A beautifully struck free kick, and it is now 2-1 for North Scarborough.
That's just a great free kick. Scotty just took it, placed it over the wall, and the keeper really didn't have much of a chance on it.
Let's take a look at the replay here, Helen. Describe to the folks what's happening here.
Well, you want to go near post, definitely, and that's exactly what he did.
Boy, that was a fast one. 2-1 North Scarborough.
That's a perfect placement on a free kick. That's exactly where you want to put it. The keeper's on the other side. You have to put it over top of the wall and make the keeper work for it. And unfortunately, and in that case, got by the keeper because he couldn't reach it.
Wolford with his feet up a little high, so the referee calls it. Looks they'll take it quick. Our buddy Singleton is there.
Nice little bit of skill there.
They punch it wide. There's Wolford. And a beautifully played ball inside. A mishap there on the Oakville defense, but beautiful timing by Brendan DeFazio.
What a great combination there, Scott. Such skill with that Scarborough team, moving off the ball well, creating an opportunity. Unfortunately, the final ball wasn't quite up to par, but the rest of the play was just beautiful.
They like to play the small touches, the short passes.
It's nice soccer to watch, that's for sure.
Here come North Scarborough again. Wolford with lots of speed on the left side. He takes a look up, and one times it right to Fario, and Fario. And here's come North Scarborough, but a good defensive play, and Fario gets a shot off it. It's a great save by DeFazio. Right at the keeper, but he had to have sure hands.
Oh, good save by the keeper. Probably should have gotten a strike off there instead of passing it off, but definitely a great attempt. A great first-time ball across. The Scarborough team's very impressive.
Fario looked like he was slipping there when he first touched the ball. If he had a little better balance maybe at that particular juncture, he could have got a shot off.
And the keeper did well coming up, taking the angle away, and basically not giving him much of a shot on net.
Oakville trying to advance, but unfortunately pushed out to the end line, and it's now a goal kick for North Scarborough. And it looks like it's stopped raining. It's not raining as hard anyway than it was at the beginning of half.
Still, by now the field is wet, so not going to dry that up unless the sun comes out, and it really does not look like there's any sun in sight today.
Here we go again. North Scarborough retained possession. Nice little move there.
composed Scarborough squad, that's for sure.
Dane Fario showing some tenacity, but some great defense there by Oakville, and there's a foul, and it's Oakville's free kick.
When I say you're watching.
Seems that he's doing that all game. He's doing a very good job of it, not letting the Oakville attack really penetrate past him.
Or Scarborough gaining possession. There's a nice touch there by Farrier to Wolford. Wolford using his speed. He cuts in and beats his man. But that shot is not going to beat Brandon DeFazio this time.
Really
Nice
impressed.
try.
Really impressed with this squad, Scott. You watch them, when you see players using the outside of their feet regularly, you know that they've developed some good technique, and this squad's definitely done that.
Oakville trying to spring somebody, but it's been called offside. Referee looking at his watch. Not much time left in this half.
No, it should be drawing to an end. And it's been a good half so far. Exciting match, 2-1 for Scarborough. Both teams playing well. Scarborough perhaps edging out Oakville a little bit in this half.
Nice play by Oakville to keep it out. And that's the whistle to end the first half of this under-12 boys final of the Robbie International. It is 2-1 for North Scarborough.
They played fantastic. One of the best games we ever played this year so far.
What are you planning to do different in the second half than you did the first half?
Well, just win all the balls. That's the more important thing, and just keep pushing and pushing to see if we can get one more goal, and just see if we can win like that.
Do you guys have any special plays that you're planning to use?
Not really. We just keep the ball down and keep passing and focusing and just win all the balls.
If you would like to purchase a VHS copy of this game, please call Shaw TV at 416-290-6233, extension 5193.
Welcome back to the second half of the under-12 boys final at the Robbie International Soccer Tournament. I'm Scott Gramble along with my partner Helen Stumbus as we get set for the second half as we go. Scarborough, North Scarborough in blue and red, up 2-1 over Oakville in all red. Oakville win the free kick.
And Oakville's come out a little bit more rushed than Scarborough, as you can see. They're definitely trying to get the equalizer as quick as possible. Try to get the equalizer and then see if they can go up one, and they've got a free kick to boot.
Kyle Oliveira with the free kick into the box, but well defended.
And it looks like that one was called offside.
And it looks like the fog is really rolling in, Helen. That's going to affect play as well as the rain.
Yeah, especially if it gets to the point where you can't see. It's hard to see the other end of the field right now, and it's definitely coming in quickly, so we'll have to see what happens as the game progresses.
North Scarborough with the free kick. Oakville punched it up the right-hand side. Nice little move there. Cuts it in. Oakville in the corner.
And it is coming in quickly because I'm finding it hard to see the players on the field right now, Scott.
Oh, there are players on the field, Helen?
In one big cloud they are.
Oakville get ready for the corner kick. Wow. You look at that wide shot and it's very difficult to see. Here comes the corner kick. Well taken. Lovely touch there.
Great attempt by the Oakville striker there to get his head on the end of it. Just didn't get enough of it and went wide. And
as usual, Matthew Singleton will take the goal kick for North Scarborough. Hurricanes. Oakville retained possession, though.
Singleton, their key player back there, cleaning up everything. Everything starts from the back. You want to have a very composed sweeper that will organize your defense, and from there, organize your attack, and he's done that job very well today.
Singleton kept this one on the ground.
Don't know if that was intentionally, but it ended up working in their favor.
Nice move by Brandon Blackwood for Oakville. But North Scarborough regained possession, and look at the ball just dying in the grass. A little more touch and that ball would have been through to Ferrier. But Oakville quickly on the attack. They've got somebody wide left in the open, but they can't find him. There's the through ball, and now we have two Oakville players advancing. Tried to put it in the center, but it's been blocked, and it's now a corner kick for the Red Devils.
Scarborough almost caught their, looked like they were trying to push off for an offside, and the Oakville players just staying right onside, had about 2 or 3 players that were wide open. Singleton doing a good job of cleaning up again at the back.
Corner swung in, near post. Well defended though. And there's a long range shot, and that's into the net! Unbelievable! That was a fantastic shot by Robert Miner.
That was just a great strike, Scott. I didn't think he had enough punch on it, but he did, and it went right over the keeper and into the net.
And you can see, despite the rain, there's a lot of people in the crowd cheering on Oakville as they tie things up 2-2 now. This has become a very exciting final for the under-12 boys.
That's exactly what you would have wanted. Oakville wanted to come out, score a quick goal. They're back in the game now. Game's tied at 2. Both teams have to work to score the game winner.
Oakville retains possession with a throw-in.
Oakville Red Devils goal scored by number 3, Robert Miner.
Oakville pressing, but North Scarborough playing well defensively. There's a ball into the box. And it's called for an Oakville corner kick.
Oakville.
Stefan Geisler making some nice moves down in the North Scarborough end. Short corner taken. Ball crossed in, but headed out. North Scarborough lose possession, and Oakville retain it. But there's Singleton pushing the ball wide. Dane Ferrier taking advantage of his speed and his size, but some great defensive play there by Oakville. This game is going back and forth as we thought it would. These teams know each other so well, and a beautiful through ball. No offside call. North Scarborough with a chance, and it's in the nets.
That's a quality finish. That's definitely a quality finish. Good
Stephen Loches with a beautiful run, patient run, and then a great finish.
And it all started from a great through ball. Got the ball in behind the defender. Good run in behind to get the ball, and no problem finishing it.
Let's check out the replay.
There's a nice through ball. Makes his run across the defender, cuts off the defender, and finishes it off. Keeper had no chance on that. Good strike.
Stephen Loches makes it 3-2 Scarborough.
And that's tough, you know, for Oakville. They just scored the tie-up goal, and to have Scarborough come back, go up by 1, it's definitely tough as a player on the Oakville squad.
North Scarborough Hurricanes up 3-2 over Oakville Red Devils. early in the second half of this final of the under-12 boys at the Robbie International.
Goals scored by number 14, Stephen Lovakis, 44 Denmark. Stephen Lovakis, number 14.
North Scarborough pushing it up the right-hand side. Well defended though by Oakville, and they push it through.
That was a close call.
Very close call.
Like I said, you know, when you're playing the outside trap, Scott, sometimes it's tough to get caught. You get caught in it, and that was almost a case of Oakville catching Scarborough, pushing up a little too quickly.
North Scarborough with a free kick, and they retain possession. Magnus Lung loses possession there. Trying to set the Oakville team free up front. There's a foul called there. Oakville quickly take it.
A little too enthusiastic on that one, I think. Keeper's wasting time. Something I wouldn't be doing at this point in the game. There's lots of time left. I wouldn't be wasting time at this point. I'd just play.
Oakville throw in. Dane Ferrier just couldn't quite handle that ball.
Oakville playing with a little bit of urgency right now, wanting to tie things up once again.
Tough battle along the sidelines, but it's been called out. North Scarborough gets possession.
Meinert doing a good job there on the left wing, left defensive wing.
Oakville regain it. Nice little touch there. Junior Holliot using his speed, but well covered by North Scarborough as they push it out. Oakville throw in.
Well organized Scarborough defense there.
Oakville pushing it in. Called offside.
A lot of offsides so far in this game, more than I've seen in a lot of matches. So they're both teams are playing a little bit of an offside trap.
North Scarborough pushing it up the left-hand side. There's Ferrier. Oakville regained possession. And then it's right back to North Scarborough. Boy, both teams are losing possession quite often here in the second half. And it's a beautiful run by Oakville. And here we go. But it was a weak shot. Lots of pressure there on the defense. Jordan Exeter with some nice defense there.
Good job by the Scarborough defense, putting pressure on him, not letting him get a good shot off, and eventually winning the ball, winning possession of the ball.
Nice play there by Gavin Russell with the touch, but called offside.
Offside once again.
Chris Haltigan just a little too enthusiastic on that run. Here we go for North Scarborough. Oakville, nice defending, and here's a run here. And a free kick for Oakville.
Looks like their feet got caught there, Scott, and as a result, Oakville gets a free kick.
And it looks like goal scorer Gavin Russell will be taking this free kick. Almost in the same spot as we saw North Scarborough in the first half score.
Almost identical, and you want to do exactly what happened in the first half. You want to put it that near post over the wall. Keeper positioned well.
There's the shot, curling in, but wide.
kicks like that, you want to go for over the wall as much as possible into the near post, away from the keeper. The keeper usually stands far post. Unfortunately, in that one, he went far post and it was a little too wide.
Three to 2 for North Scarborough here in the second half of the under-12 boys final of the Robbie International Soccer Tournament. North Scarborough playing some pretty decent defense, but Oakville continually making those runs and are just barely offside there.
I think they're seeing that they've got the chance to move forward. They're seeing the Scarborough defense moving up, and as a striker, it's fun. And usually what you want to do is hold off as a striker and let your midfields make those runs through so that you're not caught offside. But you can see Oakville seeing that, and you know, one of these times they might just get that break.
They're being very aggressive up front. They need to. They're down 3 to 2 as North Scarborough has possession here. Punching it through on the right-hand side. North Scarborough advancing it. Two defenders there for Oakville have no problem as they work it up the left-hand side. Here is Oakville, Gavin Russell. Nice touch there into the middle, but North Scarborough win it back. And look who we have here. Goalie way out. And North Scarborough almost make it 4 to 2 from distance. Vincenzo.
That's a nice attempt there, Scott. You know, he tried to play it smart, play it past the keeper. The keeper was coming out there, knew that he could pass the keeper, but he just put it wide. But it was definitely a good attempt by the Scarborough striker there.
Vincenzo Brancaccio with a nice attempt there for North Scarborough to try to make it 4 to 2, but still 3 to 2 in the second half. Here come North Scarborough again, but well defended by Oakville. Oakville push it up the right-hand side. Back to the keeper. Keeper cannot clear it effectively. There's Junior Hoyt. It's been relatively quiet in the second half so far. One of Oakville's #1 players in the first half, and they get a free kick. In fact, they've called it a throw-in. North Scarborough push it out. Attempt to punch it wide, but it goes right to Oakville instead. Chris Haltigan there at the right time, makes a little move and retains possession with a throw-in. That was a dangerous ball, Helen.
Yes, I would think I would have, with all the Oakville players that were in the attacking third, I probably would have punched that up just to be safe.
Haltigan inside and all alone, but offside. This will not count. Gavin Russell.
And Scott, you can just see that Oakville's just edging in there, slowly getting called offside. But I think that one of these times they're going to be in the right position at the right time.
Of course, Oakville pushing for the equalizer. Should it be tied after regulation time, there will be 2 10-minute sudden death overtime periods. From there will be kicks from the penalty mark. Should it be tied after the 2 10-minute overtimes. But here come North Scarborough trying to add to their lead. 3 to 2 for North Scarborough. In the red and blue, taking on the Oakville Red Devils in red with white sleeves. Two teams that have played each other 9 times in 3 years. They know each other very well. North Scarborough up 3 to 2 in this one. There's a collision there. Both players, one player looks like he's really hurt for North Scarborough. Tommy Zakos. And the trainer comes out to help.
What happens in games like this, you're very intense, going in tough, and obviously that's what happens. You get collisions.
About 20 minutes of the second half.
As we take a quick look at the crowd, trying to cover up from this terrible weather we've had in the last 2 months. And it's continued here today in the finals of the Robbie International.
Yes, it has been a rainy season so far. Let's hope we get rid of it soon and bring on the sunshine.
Lots of support for both teams as we see Tommy Zakis is down. Obviously in a deal of pain, that's for sure. That was just a clumsy challenge by both players trying to take possession of that ball. And as you said, Helen, things like that happen when there's so much intensity on the soccer pitch.
Well, that always happens on the pitch. You know, you're going in hard. Both teams want to win the game. It's unfortunate, but things like this happen all the time.
There we take a wide shot of it. And we can see the fog, too, that's been rolling in since the second half. Doesn't seem to be quite as bad as it was about 10 minutes ago, but still it's going to affect play a lot.
It's definitely cleared up in the last 10 minutes a little bit. Still raining out there, but at least we can see the corner flag of the pitch.
Tommy Zakis getting up, limping slightly, and he gets a nice round of applause. And he will, of course, be substituted.
Players eager to get on with the game, I'm sure.
How much is that going to affect the play? Does it affect players a lot when there's 3 or 4 or 5 minute stoppage in the middle of a game?
It does, definitely, especially when you've got momentum going. It's hard. You don't want the game to stop. You get cold, especially in weather like this. It's wet. It's not too warm outside. You want to keep playing as much as possible. So when you stop the game, you tend to cool off a little and lose a little bit of momentum.
Here we go. Oakville with a free kick. But North Scarborough continuing to press the play.
Substitution for the North.
And they retain possession, or regain rather, possession of the ball.
Robert Minard
throw
just
in.
letting that get a little bit farther ahead of him than he wanted.
Oakville content to just kick the ball out of bounds at this juncture. They really have to start thinking about offense as well to turn this game around. They're down 3-2, taking on their arch rivals, North Scarborough Hurricanes. Little push off there, and the referee, thanks to his assistant, will call that, and Oakville will get the free kick.
I think that was a good call, Scott. Got nudged a little bit out of the way and got the call because of it.
Well, as we've mentioned, Dane Farrier is quite a big lad for an under 12, and he uses his strength very effectively, but he does push off quite a bit when using shoulder-to-shoulder challenges. And here he is. We've just talked about him. Watch the speed here. Cuts the ball on the outside of his foot, but just wide. Should have done better, Helen.
Should have done better, but I think he could feel the pressure of the defender coming at him. Tried to go near post, may have taken another step, but obviously felt pressured and had to get the shot off, and just got it off wide.
Brandon DeFazio with the goal kick for Oakville, and they retain possession and automatically push it up. No problem there for the keeper.
Singleton just so sturdy back there.
There's Magnus Lung punching it forward, but Dane Farrier was well offside.
And I think he knew it. You can see by his gesture there that he knew he was offside.
North Scarborough ahead to Farrier. Well defended there. Excellent turn there by Brandon Blackwood. He pushes it forward. Can't get through the defense. But look at this. Magnus Lung all alone, and he chips the goaltender, but it was an excellent position for the goaltender to be in, Helen.
Well, it wasn't a bad position, and he had the right idea. He tried to chip him, but just couldn't get the ball up and over the keeper. Keeper out a little bit, but had to be in that situation because he was on a breakaway trying to cut down the angle. But that one should have been chipped over top of the keeper. Unfortunately, probably just couldn't get under it. Ball a little slippy.
Oakville throw in. They thought there was going to be a free kick there. Oakville with the throw in. And the flick. But North Scarborough are there. There's Magnus Lung. Here's a race for the ball. Oakville winning this one. North Scarborough with the throw in.
Both teams working so hard here. You can see they're all working hard to Scarborough to maintain possession and Oakville trying to score a goal.
Nice play by Gavin Russell. There's a lot of nice challenges in here. Good defending by both teams. They're playing very strong, Helen.
Yes, they're doing a good job defensively and offensively, both putting in all their effort. They know this is the final match. Both teams want to win this one.
Tremaine Leach with a nice move there, and he helps win the Oakville corner kick. Chris Haltigan will take it for Oakville. This could be a dangerous play here for the North Scarborough Hurricanes as Oakville try to tie things up here in the under-12 final.
How long did you play afterwards?
Eventually finding an open man, just couldn't get his foot over top of the ball, got under it and put it way over the net.
Of course, resulting in a goal kick for North Scarborough. As we've mentioned before, North Scarborough Hurricanes won all 5 of their matches leading up to this final, and Oakville losing only one to Malvern 2-1. But they beat Glen Shields in the quarterfinals and then beat Wexford 1-0 in the semis in order to get here. Well done here for North Scarborough. They've got Magnus Lung wide open on the left, but instead the midfielder comes from nowhere all the way and makes it 4-2. What a great run there. He had so many different options, but he just elected to take it himself. What a great run, Helen.
Oh, that was just an amazing run, and I think part of the reason why he didn't elect to pass it off was because of all the offsides, and a lot of times as a midfielder, the best thing to do is to run right through them because they're looking for you to pass it, they're looking for the offside.
Let's take a look at it again. Some nice speed here, Helen.
Great speed, good run, doesn't pass it off, which is smart because he had some players ahead of him that might have been offside, keeps possession of the ball, keeper comes out, tries to cut off the angle, gets a little touch of it, but finishes it off.
I believe that's Jaron Giddens with a finish to make it 4-2 for North Scarborough.
A little bit more of a comfortable lead for Scarborough. Probably relaxing a little bit out there. 1 goal, you're kind of nervous, but 2 goals, you feel a little bit more confident.
And this is where North Scarborough taking advantage of Oakville trying to press the play offensively, and North Scarborough taking full advantage here as they advance the ball up the right-hand side. And again, it's our buddy Dane Ferrier.
And Blackwood doing a good job for Oakville, defending well, maintaining the pace of Ferrier.
North Scarborough attacking again, but called offside is Magnus Lung. Oakville take it quickly. They're going to need to. They need 2 goals to tie this game up.
Just a reminder, following this game, the boys under 14 final featuring
The coach of the Scarborough team has to be happy with the way the team's performed so far today. They played really well-disciplined soccer, so disciplined at the back and throughout. Really just a nice team to watch.
Of course, as mentioned, they were undefeated. They beat Cambridge 6-2 and then wiped out Oshawa 7-0 in their second game, beating the Premier Panthers from Connecticut 4-1 in their third game. Quarterfinals, they beat Ottawa St. Anthony 3-0, and then Chinguzi in the semifinals, they beat them 3-1 to make it to this final. And then, of course, they meet up with their arch rivals in the final the Red Devils from Oakville. So far, it's been a pretty exciting under-12 final, Helen.
It's been a great final so far, and in all of their games, they definitely have no question marks at the end of them. They've defeated these teams by 2, 3, 4 goals. Obviously, a quality team. Scarborough, North Scarborough.
And Master T from the Canadian National Women's Hockey Team, Geraldine.
Here we go with Oakville pushing it up. Got some nice defense there. And then Oakville get it again and win the free kick.
Direct kick. Helen Stumbas, who will be joined with Scott Granville, who is co-host of Direct Kick.
There's Oakville pushing it up the right-hand side, but absolutely swamped with blue and red jerseys. And North Scarborough wing the free kick.
You don't see a lot of teams that feel comfortable enough to pass the ball around in their defensive end, but North Scarborough feeling quite confident right now.
Well, they play a really nicely controlled game, Helen, where they pass really short and work the ball up the field methodically, but very effectively.
Well, I think the one thing you have to notice is not only the ball's being played, but the players off the ball that run into good positions to receive the ball. And that's really the most important and the hardest thing to teach any kid at any age. And obviously they've done a good job of that because this team knows how to move off the ball and knows how to receive and pass the ball.
It's a nice cross by Magnus Lung into the box. Well defended by Oakville. Now Oakville advance. Not very effectively, though.
Well, Scott, I would say the biggest difference between the teams is, as you said, Oakville playing more direct style, Scarborough playing more of a passing game. When Oakville gets possession of the ball, you don't see a lot of players looking to support the ball at a short area. They're looking to get the long ball, and you can see that every time Oakville gets possession.
Here's Oakville. What a great run here, but fantastic defense at the last second. Brandon Blackwood, who plays in the back, advanced the ball beautifully for Oakville, but it was a good defensive play by North Scarborough.
And that was a smart play for the Oakville midfielder to come through and run the ball through. They've been called offside, and just like Scarborough did on their goal, you want to advance the ball and not be offside, just advance it yourself.
Oakville get the throw in. But effectively defended by North Scarborough as they push it out. There's a nice little turn for Oakville. Nicholas Jellick with the move, and he almost wins the corner. But it will be a throw in for Oakville. Oakville down 4-2. Over halfway through the second half of this under-12 final of the Robbie International Soccer Tournament. Scott Gramble along with Helen Stumbas. As Oakville attempt to get back in this game. And what they have to do is get shots on net, I guess, Helen.
Shots on net and, yeah, take them from anywhere because at this point in the game, the ball is wet, like we said. Get men in the box.
There's a beautiful cross. Well played by the goalkeeper. Daniel Delacasa.
Good job for the keeper to come out and challenge for that. Was obstructed and as a result got the free kick.
And when a goalie challenges like that and there's a collision, 99% of the time it's going to be the goalie that wins that free kick. North Scarborough taking their time as they get set up for these goal kicks, trying to waste as much time as possible. Again, 2 35-minute halves here in the Robbie final, under 12 boys.
And they've got to be fatigued, Scott. They've played 5 games. To come here to play a game, 2 35s, takes a lot out of you in one weekend. I'm sure they're welcoming this rain, actually. Probably didn't want any more hot weather.
If you remember, last year's Robbie final was about 95 degrees on the finals day, and it really affected the play.
I'd say most players would prefer to play in this than to play in 95-degree weather.
North Scarborough with the throw in. And as we mentioned before, the fog really has pushed itself away from the Birchmount Stadium right now. It's nice. You can actually see a lot more of the play. Nice little cut move there by North Scarborough. Unable to find the striker though. So Oakville gains possession of the ball and punches it in. A beautiful play, but unfortunately been called offside. They had 3 strikers up there looking for the ball, but they're just a little impatient, Helen.
They are. They're moving too far forward. If I was Oakville, I'd have my midfielders making those runs instead of my strikers. Have my strikers stay with the defenders, push my midfielders through, and in that way you'd combat that offside trap that Scarborough's consistently catching Oakville on.
It was a tough challenge going North Scarborough's way.
Russell playing his heart out there.
We have a break here for North Scarborough. Well defended. Unfortunately pushed right up back onto the foot of the North Scarborough player. Stephen Loches, who scored a goal earlier in the half. Almost a goal there. Well saved by the keeper.
Oakville just being bombarded by the Scarborough players right now.
Well, they're pushing so far forward in order to get back into this game that unfortunately it's having an effect on their defense. As you can see, North Scarborough really pushing a lot of the balls through and trying to make some more plays to make it even a wider gap.
And that's what happens is Oakville, you do want to push a lot of your players forward.
Gavin Russell comes out for Oakville. He's replaced. North Scarborough, nice possession there. Nice ball here. Magnus Lung with a beautiful strike. The second goal of the game for Magnus Lung. Beautifully crossed to him, pushed to the left. He made no mistake. What an excellent goal.
You know, that's just a great goal, and I think you have to give credit to the whole play. Such unselfishness on the Scarborough squad. You know, any one of those players could have taken the strike.
Let's take a look at it again.
Good ball across, and just a phenomenal strike. No question marks on that one.
Of course, Magnus Lung is the young gentleman that scored on the free kick, and he has a beautiful boot on him, and he one-timed it right into the net. It is now 5-2, North Scarborough.
And that's so hard, Scott, to knock a ball like that first time with such pace on it. That's a tough ball to hit.
As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Oakville beat North Scarborough in the preliminary rounds of the Ontario Cup, so you'd have to think that the North Scarborough team really wanted to win this game.
Well, most definitely, and I think they had something to prove out here. They wanted to prove that they deserved to be in the Ontario Cup, and they're leaving no question marks, because today so far they've been the dominant side.
Oakville with the throw-in. It's going to be a miracle for them to come back after this. 3 goals down right now. 5-2 for North Scarborough in the blue and red up against the Oakville Red Devils under-12 final of the Robbie tournament. Oakville pressing. Almost squeezed it through there, but pushed effectively away for North Scarborough, but Oakville continue with possession. Attempt to punch it up the left side did not work. However, Oakville do win the throw-in.
And you can see the Oakville strikers really trying to move back into position, knowing that they're fighting against the offside trap.
A little bit too much there for the Oakville team as North Scarborough take possession and continue to run. And look at the speed of Magnus Lung as he pushes it back to the left side. Well tackled. As Oakville get possession. That's not a bad tackle.
Great defensive tackle.
That's a risky one to be tackling somebody in the box like that, but he obviously timed it perfectly on.
Timed it perfectly and really didn't have any other options. They're down 3 goals. I think he was thinking, I don't want to be down 4 goals right now. I'm going to do anything to stop him, and that's what he did, and he did a good job of it.
Oakville with possession. North Scarborough winning most of these challenges, and that was just a nice little hack there by number 10, who gets a yellow card for that. Matt Bandy showing his frustration there. And it just seems that Oakville is just a little down and dejected after being down by 3 goals now, so it's not surprising that they would chop somebody down like that.
And that's a good call by the ref, and definitely deserved a yellow card.
Let's check that out again. And it's number 10, Matt Bandy, as you'll see as the play continues.
And here we go. Cuts it back.
That's what happens when you lose possession. Sometimes you get frustrated, and the call was made. Yellow card for Matt Bandy. Oakville pushing it up the left-hand side. They need to do something very quickly to get back in this game. That is not going to do it, however. Nicholas Jelic with the attempt, but unfortunately for Oakville, it goes for a goal kick, North Scarborough.
Yes, Oakville's definitely got to be a little bit frustrated now, being down 3 goals. It's so hard to come back from just a 1-goal deficit, but 3 goals, they're probably thinking this is nearly impossible. And it is.
And there is the final whistle as the North Scarborough Hurricanes win the under-12 boys Robbie International final, beating their huge rivals, Oakville Red Devils, 5-2 final.
5, the Oakville Red Devils 2. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause.
And there you have it, Helen. It was an excellent game for North Scarborough. They seemed to be in control pretty much throughout the entire game.
Like I said, Scott, they really left no question marks there. 5-2, definitely deserved the game. We're the nicer team today to watch, and definitely dominated the Oakville Red Devils.
That's right. For Helen Stumbus, I'm Scott Granville. Once again, under-12 final, North Scarborough winning 5-2 over Oakville Red Devils. We'll see you next time.
Referees who have donated their time here.
If you would like to purchase a VHS copy of this game, please call Shaw TV at 416-290-6233, extension 5193.